Hello, this is Father Louie Scurti with Ed Lucas, continuing the Ed Lucas story, segment 4. Now, during the intermission, Bill Myers, who's one of our staff and videographers, has a love for baseball, and of course he also read Seeing Home, and he asked Ed some stories. So I'm going to ask him, he's off camera, doesn't want to be on camera, but his voice is pretty loud, some key questions about his rise to his role as a baseball entrepreneur. Bill, go ahead.
Okay, and two questions. The first one is, you wanted to throw out the first pitch at a ball game.
Yes, that was one of my dreams.
Right. And originally you were going to do one game, and actually it was the World Series. And things didn't work out well that year, but then you did get your wish later on.
Right. I was supposed to throw it out the World Series, but that didn't work out. But the Bob Laurie, who was the owner of the San Francisco Giants at the time, and I got to know him from coming into New York and so forth. And my friend Gene, who I grew up with, we were having dinner one night at the press box at Yankee Stadium, press dining room at Yankee Stadium, and he said to me, "Listen, Ed, I want to offer you something." I said, "Yes." He said, "I know your dream was to go to California." I said, "That's true." He said, "Well, I looked at the schedule and I worked things out." He said, "I would like to take you to California, and we'll make Oakland and San Francisco." He said, "Then we'll go down to south and go to the Dodger game and go to Anaheim game." I said, "Oh my God." He said, "Listen, I have enough mileage, for two people." He said, "If you can get somebody else to go." So I got my friend Herb Miller to go with me, and we flew out to San Francisco, and then we went to the Oakland game. The Oakland was playing the Yankees on Sunday, the 10th of the month. So what happened? 10th of September, and then we went to the Giant game on Tuesday. Now, I had told my friend Dan Schlossberg, who's a writer, that Gene was doing this, and he wrote to Bob Laurie, who was the owner of the Giants and who knew me very well. And he told Bob, "Listen, Ed's dream is to throw out the first pitch. Any way you can arrange it that he's going to be in San Francisco for the Giant game on the 12th against the Braves." And he wrote back and he said, "It will be Ed Lucas Day, and he would throw out the first ball."
Isn't that fantastic?
So we were able to throw out the first ball, and we threw it to Kennedy, the catcher, and I wound up, as I did as a kid, going right this here, lifting up my leg, and he backed up, worried about how I was going to throw it, but I threw it to him, and, I just told him to speak, so I knew where he was, and I threw it to his glove, and he got it, and so that was one of my throws. And then coming off the field, I'm coming up the steps off the field, and this person grabs me. He says, "Eddie Lucas, you bum, you did this." I said, "Talk again." I said, "Barry Baum was one of my buddies from Seton Hall. He lived out there, and he was at the game."
Isn't that amazing?
And he came down to see me, and it was so great. And so that was a big thrill that Bob Laurie gave me.
And the second thing is, I'm a big Yankee fan, and I'm looking at the picture above you, and you're the only one that ever got married at home plate in Yankee Stadium.
Henry, focus on that.
Well, that's FrLouScurti introduced Allison to me. She had lost part of her sight. She was a nurse, and one day she lost part of her sight. Couldn't be a nurse anymore. She was working in the forest with her aunt, but couldn't see to do anything at the time, and couldn't find a job. Nobody would hire her. She has 2 degrees. She has a nursing degree and a degree from Kean University, and So Rizzuto walked into the florist where the aunt was working, and he said, "Hey, Mommy, what's the matter? You don't look right. What's going on?" He said, "My niece is losing her sight." And so he said, "Listen, I have somebody who's very successful. Let me have him call her." So I called him. We were on the phone for 6 years. We never met. The state of New Jersey would not give either one of us a driver's license, so we couldn't see each other. Then finally I had a friend of mine bring me to the florist that she and the aunt opened up on their own. And I walked in, and right away she recognized me from pictures or whatever. And before we knew it, I asked her if she would like to get married. And get married at home plate at Yankee Stadium. And the first thing was I was told, "You have to go see Gina." I said, "Okay." So I went to see Gina. She said, "I got this note from George." And he said, "Listen, I want you to take care of this and arrange for this wedding at home plate." She said, "But Mr. Steinberg, I got your note. But you told me if I ever arranged for a wedding at home plate for anybody, I'd be fired." He said, "He's part of our family. And if he wants to be married at home plate, we're going to do it."
That is great. Bill, thank you for remembering the story and also for your enthusiasm for baseball to find the significance of that. And that photo is a great memory. You've met so many interesting people. Just throw out some names. Excuse me. Just throw out some names and remind us what their role was in baseball or in your life.
Well, I've been very privileged to meet 5 presidents, both Bushes, Nixon, and Clinton, and now Trump, when he comes in next week. I used to see him at Yankee Stadium all the time, and he would always come over and say hello. And I have a picture of him in the book.
Yes.
With Chris when he was playing softball there. And Chris arranged for us to have a picture taken with him.
Fantastic.
And
you never allowed any of this to go to your head. I mean, you took it in stride. And
well, I feel I've been very privileged, you know. So, as someone said before, you know, blindness took my, accident took my sight, baseball took my sight, but also gave me a life.
Yeah.
And I've been very fortunate to meet many, many, many people. You know, and my biggest supporter now is Allison. I mean, she's a big supporter. She encourages me. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, how can you're married? You go to so many games." I said, "My wife encourages me. Don't stay home. Go to the games." She's the biggest, and she's a big baseball fan. She's as knowledgeable as I am. She knows, you know, we talk sports every day, talk baseball every day, no matter Christmas, New Year's, Easter, you know.
That's great. You don't have a dog any longer?
No more. I have 4 dogs, and I felt there was time that once my last dog passed away, I was slowing down, and you know, you had to really be very stern with the dogs and work with them and so forth. So I felt it's better, you know, not to have to tell you an interesting story. Our foundation, the Ed Lucas Foundation, we donate money to the Seeing Eye in Morristown, New Jersey.
Excellent.
And through the foundation, for the amount of money we donated, they sent us a letter with thanking us and so forth and so on. And what we would like for you to do is to name a puppy that will become a Seeing Eye dog. So Allison said to me, "Well, what are you going to name the puppy?" I said, "Allison." He said, "Allison?"
No. Oh, no. You named it Allison?
I named it Allison. So she said, "Why would you do that?" I said, "You've been guiding me around all these years. Now you'll be taking another blind person around."
That is beautiful.
And so we got a letter only last week from the Seeing Eye telling us that Allison was born on June 29th, 2016, and they sent a picture of the puppy.
Oh,
And the
beautiful.
puppy is going to go into training with the family, and then after a year, they come back and see if they're ready to train for a seeing eye dog.
That is wonderful. What a story.
Now
What
we-
could you tell our excuse me, our audience, especially anyone suffering any disability?
Well, as you mentioned here so many times, I had big support team. That's the one thing, and a lot of friends. And don't give up on your dreams. You know, reach for the sky. Don't, even if you don't make it, just keep on reaching, because then it's always something you can say, hey, I'm working towards this. Don't give up.
Beautiful. Don't give up. I am impressed, grateful, humbled, and I'm happy that we both have Jersey City roots. This has been Father Louie Scurti sharing so many aspects of Ed Lucas's life, and Ed has graciously put more details down in his book. Go online, Seeing Home, the Ed Lucas story, written by himself and his son, Christopher. Ed and Allison, thank you so much. This has been a thrill,
Thank you, Father.
and an honor. I really
Thank you for coming
appreciate
here
it.
and doing that.
I'm overwhelmed and I'm grateful. Thank you. God bless
Thank
you. I can't say anything else. So, friends of the Word, go online and look up the Ed Lucas story, and you'll be moved to tears and smiles and joy and encouragement.
Can I mention one other thing?
Oh, please.
Our foundation runs a golf tournament every year. Anybody that's interested can go on that email, and request to play in our golf tournament is on August the 21st, and it's the G. Michael Celebrity Charity Golf Classic. We have about anywhere between 40 and 50 celebrities that play in the Golf Classic. And then we have a cocktail party, dinner, and auction for those who don't play golf. They can come to the cocktail party, dinner, and auction, and meet a lot of these celebrities, get autographs, take pictures, so forth and so on. And it's a wonderful day at the Brooklyn Lake Country Club. And anybody interested can contact us, and we'll give you more information.
Excellent. And that is ed.l@edlucasfoundation.org, and also be on our byline.
Good.
God bless you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And thank you for joining us. And I appreciate your support. And let's hear from you. God bless you.